But new details tonight about a marine mystery in Biscayne Bay.
Fish and stingrays have been found dead or gasping for breath, and researchers are analyzing new data to find out what's going on. Louis in the newsroom, and he's been following this story all week. Louis.
Angry residents leaving dead fish on the steps of Miami City Hall as Miami-Dade Mayor Carlos Jimenez just received a report about the critical state of Biscayne Bay. Thousands of fish dying this week. That was again the case today, and scientists say it's not going to stop anytime soon.
Sky 10 above another devastating scene on Biscayne Bay Friday morning. More dead stingrays and sea creatures, even lobsters, floating on the water. And now we know why thousands of fish have died this week in the bay.
We're seeing what are likely unprecedented levels of low oxygen in Biscayne Bay over a really wide area, so big that the fish can't swim away from it before they're suffocating and dying.
Scientists from FIU's Institute of the Environment deploying this buoy into the bay just south of North Bay Village late Thursday, giving researchers real-time readouts of conditions in Biscayne Bay. And the news is bleak.
At 10 o'clock last night, the oxygen went to zero, and it stayed the whole night. It was zero for the entire night. Didn't come back up until sunlight hit.
A perfect storm causing oxygen levels to drop dramatically over large sections of Biscayne Bay. Water temperatures are 9 degrees higher than normal, and we've had twice the rainfall in July, dumping gallons of pollutants from dirty streets, fertilizer runoff, sewage, and septic spills right into the bay.
As long as temperatures keep rising, as long as we continue to have sources of, pollutants like through septic systems and stuff, yeah, it's going to keep happening.
Scientists scrambling to put a Band-Aid on the problem. Thursday, a team from the Frost Museum of Science putting pumps and air hoses into the bay near the Pelican Harbor Seabird Station to save hundreds of stingrays gasping for breath. The plan now is to create similar air stations at the most critical sections of the bay to save as much marine life as possible.
The idea that we're trying to talk about treating an entire bay like we would treat an aquarium in our house where we put an air stone and a pump is nothing I've ever seen.
Biscayne Bay is in crisis.
Biscayne Bay is dying. We're really hoping that this does not become the new normal for Biscayne Bay, and we need rapid intervention to make sure that doesn't happen.
We need rapid intervention to make sure that does not happen. So right now, scientists from FIU are identifying and mapping out the most critical areas of the bay. They're working in tandem with scientists from the Frost Museum, and so far we'll be creating 3 new air stations in Biscayne Bay. It is a race against the clock to save as much marine life as possible. They're also working with FWC to relocate possibly some of the most distressed animals out to the southern part of the bay that so far has been unaffected by this devastating event. Calvin in the court.
Oxygen levels at 0%.
At zero.
Wow. Stunning. Thanks a lot, Louis.